Hey guys, Matt and Mark here from Cicadastone. We're going to be doing a session breakdown, a Pro Tools session breakdown of one of our songs. We've been asked by a few people to give them a little insight into how we've gone about recording our new album. And we're going to go into details on how we tracked it and sort of uncover some of the little hidden gems in the tracking session that may not be obvious in the song.
That's right.
So stick around and we hope you enjoy it. We're going to have a blast.
Cool.
Alright, so Box of Anger is the song we're looking at today, and the start of the song, from memory, yes, here it is, has this cool reverse snare flam intro. Let's just check that out before we even get into the song. I'm just going to solo the actual snare track. And that's just that whole intro is basically a snare drum that's been reversed and put at the start of the hit, which
sounds great.
Kicks the song off, which we will now hear the full intro. And it's a pretty slamming riff.
Yeah.
Straight up. And then comes this overdub guitar line. Check that out. I wouldn't call it a solo.
Nah. I wouldn't call half of our solos.
It's more of a melody guitar line. And on that there's like this there's a shitload of delay. Let's take it off, take the delay off. That's the raw take. And that's our solo delay on the solo. I mean, not on the solo, on the intro riff.
Yep.
But that delay will be on the solo, I'm pretty sure. I don't think that's changed. Moving on, let's go to the start of the song. First verse. Life's a momentary play just to force our hand. You can hear those drums. He's got these cool little snare skips that he's thrown in there. Have a listen to that. That's awesome. Because it's not like a traditional kind of rock driving beat, you know? It's kind of ba-da-da-ba. I reckon that's awesome. A momentary play just to force our hand. So these are cool. You got these cool little guitar overdub parts in those verses. And they just sit in between the guitars.
Yeah.
Get to that little answer on
Just
the verse.
highlights it a bit there, doesn't it?
And that little guitar line there sits in with those huge guitars.
So who's in command?
Yeah.
Just little enhancements.
Yeah.
And yeah, these little enhancements are throughout the whole song.
Let's bring up both of our vocals. Just our vocals on the harmonies.
Sure.
Because we nailed it on this song.
We did nail it. Although we did nail it, but it took me, I reckon I retracked my vocal maybe 3 times because I wasn't happy with this, I wasn't happy with that, or the microphone, or but sometimes I had issues with breathing. I think I wasn't well during that time. I was feeling a bit up and down. And so we did retrack a few things. But yeah, vocally, let's just check that out.
We're all alone when they make all these plans, sink in the sand.
Well, it's probably 3 vocals in there, isn't there?
Well, what there is, there's the lead vocal, which is doubled.
Yeah.
And then there's your harmony, and then I've also done your harmony, which is what we do. We've always doubled the harmonies.
That's right. It just smooths it all out.
And they sit differently in the whole space. You know, if I turn off my harmonies, let's just go one at a time.
So who's in command?
Bring in yours.
So who's in command?
Bring in mine.
So who's in command?
Yeah, that's right. It sounds the same. Our voices sound the same anyway.
Yeah, they blend very, very, very similar. All right, well, let's run over to the chorus. Check that out.
Lost inside into my box of anger, can't deny I'm a mess under pressure. Why can't
So in this chorus, you've got, you know, the big guitars are doing their thing, and then you've got these cool little answer drop-ins. And they happen in between. Well, not really in between the words, but they happen in that little turnaround part of each phrase. What do we got here?
I don't think they're really noticed unless they're pointed out. But they do something.
But I guess they're not meant to be noticed. They're meant to be. You would notice if they weren't there.
That's right.
So what they're doing is there's an electric and an acoustic, and the acoustic is to just give a bit of detail to that. To each hit of the string. And even that's got some modulation on. I can hear that. Yeah. So if I turn this stuff off, this is now the absolute raw take. It sounds great.
Yeah,
Probably should have just left it. Like
that. It sounds really good.
So we're bringing that electric with it.
Yep.
And then we put our fancy plugins back on. That does sound good.
It does sound lush.
Yeah, it sounds really lush. And in the mix, it kind of does its thing. We'll just play it again.
till my box of anger can't deny
When you focus on
I'm a mess under pressure. Why can't I ever hold it together now?
And then we turn around to the chorus. This is cool. This chorus line, the whole back end of it has this cool little guitar. Well, I wouldn't know what you call it, but it's kind of the signature of the song. I think this whole listen to this.
Yeah.
It's a great little lick, and it's really simple, and it's like a counter melody.
Yeah.
That's what it would be. And into the break, which is cool. Brings it back to the main riff. Oh, that's cool. Check this out. So this is my attempt at slide guitar. But this is about as good as it gets. I can't play slide guitar, but I can disguise things and make them sound kind of cool in a mix. And just leading into that second verse, we have this.
Yeah.
God knows what I would have used to do that, because I don't have slides.
Yeah, I think it was a bottle.
Probably would have been a bottle. I've used lighters. Anything that's got like a cool little sort of smooth edge. That's
on
solid
the
enough.
clip. It's the mic stand, isn't it? To show that.
Yeah, that's
being
right.
done.
We did highlight that in the video.
Why humanity
The second verse, much the same.
breaks what it
Big riff, lots of chugging.
Yeah.
Let's hear those in their own. That's you. And that's me.
hands stay true to ourselves.
And into the chorus.
Forced inside until my box of anger can't deny I'm a mess under pressure. Why can't I?
So that's that slide. That slide comes in halfway through the chorus. You barely hear it. You just hear it at the end there. But you can see the automation, the volume automation here. it dips in to allow for this other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, you can
Well,
see
you can't to put everything in. You can't.
Well, you can't put everything in, and if you look here, we had other stuff. Let's
Yeah.
while we're on that, let's just
See some of the
have a
other
listen to that.
ideas. Yeah.
Some of the stuff that didn't make the cut for whatever reason. Here's something. Let's check it out. I remember that. That was
That's pretty cool.
It's really cool, and I guess the acoustic's doing the same thing. Let's check it with the acoustic.
Yeah, that's
Fucking
cool.
great. Let's hear it in the mix.
Mhm.
Maybe we'll just redo the song.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot going on there.
I see why we took it out because
Yeah.
for me,
It doesn't add anything.
well, it just sort of overclutters the main this little counter melody,
Mm-hmm.
which is really important. This has to be there.
Yep. Yeah, there's no point putting it in if it's not
It's
going
like too many good ideas in one spot.
Yeah, that's right.
Unfortunately, something has to go.
Exactly. Well, anything to make the song better. You don't throw everything at it.
You don't throw everything at it. That's right. Good solo. That's great. And I used for the solos, I used like a little Soldano amp with a smaller speaker just to get a different.
That's
different
gone now.
breakup. That is gone.
Yeah.
That's unfortunately gone and done with.
Yeah.
But it was a good amp.
Yeah, good amp.
Let's just hear that little
Otherwise.
tail again. I was talking over it. And the delay just carries over. Yeah, shitloads of delay.
Yeah, it was cool.
Let's hear that in context.
Life's a momentary play.
How does that bass sound?
Look at the bass next, I reckon.
The bass sounds killer.
Yeah.
So Tommy's bass, Tommy used a Fender P bass. We had a few. Yeah, we had a Fender Jazz. We had a Fender P, and another Fender P, but a different type.
Yeah.
And every time we'd plug in this particular Fender P, it just you could just hear the difference. Even Tommy was like, "Yeah."
And what's the amp?
The
Bassman?
amp was a Fender Bassman.
Mm.
Yeah, valve amp. Yeah, really great amp. Here's that bass tone. Which is interesting because let's just go bass and drums.
Yeah. But that's got the Sands amp on it as well, hasn't it?
Let's have a look. So the bass has got a big chain. Look at that. We've got some saturation happening there. There's a big dip, just around 2.5K. We've got our on top of our amp. We've actually got an amp sim, which is really odd, but we have. I think just that's what works.
Yeah.
It does sound great.
It does.
There's an LA2 just tickling. Some multi-band compression. Look at that, just grabbing all that low. Oh, that's a side chain. The kick drum. That one, bit of room for the kick. Just more and more to get the tone going for at the time. Pushed a bit of low end. So
Look, it's all done its job because the bass is as clear as anything. You can hear it there all the way through
but
the song.
it's really interesting because I just was feeling then the bass sounds bigger with drums. Without it, like it sounds good. It sounds really good.
Yeah.
But it's when you bring in the drums, now I feel like it's got weight.
Yeah.
So that's great.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
And sink in the sand, forced inside.
I mean, the bass is there. There's no denying that.
Definitely there. Let's take it out. Boring.
Yeah.
Hello. It's not even like prominently loud. It's just there. Let's go back to the vocals a second.
Stand in line, holding my box of anger.
And we got these cool little ones. Check these guys out. I'm gonna turn them right up.
My box of anger in disguise. Never see what they make you. Now I'm blind. How can I ever measure now?
And it follows that guitar line. Let's just bring up that guitar line one more time. That's wild. Let's just put the vocal back to where it was, level wise. So check this out.
I ever measure now.
And it just sits with that guitar.
Yep.
And you'd never know it, but it just adds to its texture, you know? And now let's bring in your vocal with it, and let's have a listen to those vocals at the end there.
See what they make you now. I'm blind.
Your vocals, without them, like, obviously with my backing vocals on my vocal, I lock into myself,
Yeah.
like, better than anyone, of course, any singer will. But when you sing, you just add this shimmer, even though we sound very similar, but you have like this more pointy attack.
Yeah, so it's kind of squeaky.
It's a bit squeaky, it's a bit thinner and squeaky, and it just pokes through so well.
See what they make you now. I'm blind. How can I ever measure now?
It's great.
Yeah, it's great.
Let's hear that last chorus and then wrap it up, I reckon.
Forced inside into my box of anger. Can't deny I'm a mess under pressure. Why can't I ever hold it together now? Standing like holding my box of anger in disguise. Never see what they make you now. I'm blind. How can I ever measure now?
And the outro. Back to the riff.
Yeah, that's cool, eh?
That's great. And that's it. That's the song. The break, I guess a breakdown. I don't know if it's the breakdown.
Well,
I'm sure
at
there's
least there's-
professionals that could do it better than
Yeah,
us.
for sure. But it's a bit of insight into what goes into putting a song together. It's not always just standing in a room bashing
Yeah.
it out. There's a lot of thought that can go into.
And and every band will do it
recording as well.
differently.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. There's no
This is
right or wrong.
This is our way. So,
Yeah.
So I hope you guys have enjoyed seeing that. We enjoyed showing you.
Yeah.
We'll be presenting more as we go throughout the next few weeks. So just keep tuning in and let us know what you think as well. Yeah.
Cool. Sounds great.
Great. Later, guys.